Imagine this. You're in a conversation, and someone asks you a simple question. How are you feeling today? And suddenly, your mind goes blank.
Oh my God, yes, that happens to me all the time. I just say, I'm fine, even when I'm definitely not fine.
Exactly. And here's the truth most people don't realize. If you can't express your feelings clearly in English, people don't just misunderstand your words, they misunderstand you.
Wow, that sounds kind of serious.
It is, because language isn't just about grammar or vocabulary. It's about connection. It's about being seen, being understood. And today, on Talk Easy Daily, we're going to unlock one of the most powerful skills in English.
Let me guess. Talking about feelings?
Not just talking about them, expressing them naturally, confidently, and in a way that makes people actually feel what you're saying.
Okay, wait, that sounds deep, but also a little scary.
And that's exactly why most learners avoid it. They stick to safe words like happy, sad, angry.
Guilty.
But here's a question for you and for you watching right now. When was the last time you really described how you felt? Not just with one word, but with a full thought.
Honestly, I can't remember.
And that's the gap we're closing today. Because by the end of this episode, you won't just know more words, you'll know how to sound human in English.
I love that. Sound human. Because sometimes I feel like a robot when I speak.
That's more common than you think. And here's a surprising fact. Native speakers rarely use basic emotion words in real conversations.
Wait, seriously?
Seriously. Instead of saying, I'm sad, they might say, I've been feeling a bit off lately. Or instead of, I'm happy, they might say, I'm actually in a really good place right now.
Oh, that sounds so much more natural.
Exactly. And today, we're going to break this down step by step with real-life examples, mini stories, and powerful expressions you can start using immediately.
Okay, but before we go deeper, can I ask something the viewers might be thinking?
Go ahead.
What if someone feels shy or afraid to talk about their emotions in English?
That's a great question. And here's the truth. This isn't about being emotional. It's about being clear. Even simple phrases can make a huge difference.
So you don't have to be dramatic, just honest?
Exactly. And we'll show you how to do that in a way that feels natural, not forced.
Okay, I'm excited now.
Good. Because in the next part, we're going to reveal something most learners completely ignore.
Ooh, what is it?
The difference between feeling words and feeling expressions.
Wait, those are different?
Very different. And once you understand this, your English will instantly sound more real, more fluent, and more powerful.
Okay, now I really want to know.
Then stay with us. And hey, quick question for you watching. What's one feeling you struggle to express in English? Drop it in the comments.
Yes, I'm curious what people will say.
And if you're ready to finally speak English with confidence and emotion, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share Talk Easy Daily with someone who's learning too.
Because trust me, they probably need this episode.
All right, let's go deeper. So, let's pick up exactly where we left off, the difference between feeling words and feeling expressions.
I'm still thinking about that, because honestly, I thought they were the same thing.
Most people do, but here's the key difference. Feeling words are single words like happy, sad, angry. They're basic, simple, and honestly a bit limited.
Yeah, they feel kind of flat.
Exactly. Now compare that with feeling expressions. These are phrases that add context, tone, and personality. For example, instead of saying, I'm tired, you might say,
I'm completely drained?
Perfect. Or, I didn't sleep well, so I'm running on empty today.
Oh wow, that sounds so real.
And that's the goal. Because real conversations aren't built on single words. They're built on experiences.
Okay, wait, can we try something?
Sure.
I'll say a basic feeling word and you turn it into a natural expression.
I like that. Let's do it.
Okay, happy.
I've been in such a good mood lately, I don't even know why.
Oh, that's good. It feels more alive.
Exactly. Your turn. How would you upgrade sad?
Maybe I've been feeling a little down these days?
That's excellent. And notice something important. You didn't sound dramatic. You sounded human.
That actually felt really natural.
And here's something powerful for you watching right now. If you only use basic words, people understand your meaning, but they don't feel your emotion.
Wow, that's a big difference.
It is. And let me ask you this. Have you ever tried to explain your feelings in English and the other person just didn't react the way you expected?
Yes, that happens so often.
That's usually not a vocabulary problem. It's an expression problem.
That makes so much sense.
So let's go deeper. I'm going to show you a simple structure you can use to express almost any feeling naturally.
Okay, I'm ready.
It's this: I've been feeling plus description plus context.
That sounds easy.
It is, but the magic is in how you use it. For example, I've been feeling a bit overwhelmed with work lately.
Oh, wow, that sounds like something I'd actually say.
Exactly. Or, I've been feeling really motivated these days.
Okay, I like the structure. It feels safe, but still expressive.
And here's a quick tip. This is a pattern interrupt for you. Don't try to sound advanced. Try to sound honest.
That's actually a relief.
Because many learners think they need complicated vocabulary to sound fluent, but in reality, clarity beats complexity.
So simple, but powerful.
Now let's explore something deeper: emotional intensity.
Ooh, that sounds interesting.
Because not all feelings are equal. You're not always just happy or sad. There are levels.
Right, like sometimes you're a little sad, and sometimes you're really sad.
Exactly. So instead of saying, I'm sad, you can adjust the intensity. I'm a bit down. I'm really upset. I'm completely heartbroken.
Wow, those feel very different.
And that's how you create emotional precision in English.
Emotional precision. I like that.
Let me give you a quick mini story. Imagine your friend cancels plans at the last minute.
Okay,
You could say, I'm sad.
that sounds weak.
Right. But what if you said, I was really looking forward to it, so I'm kind of disappointed?
Oh, that hits differently.
Because now the other person understands why you feel that way.
That's true, it gives context.
And context creates connection.
Wait, can I try one?
Go for it.
Okay, situation. I failed an exam.
All right.
I've been feeling really frustrated because I studied so hard, but it didn't work out.
That's excellent. That's exactly how real conversations sound.
Wow, this is actually fun.
And here's a question for you watching. What would you say in that situation? Try to answer out loud.
Yes, don't just listen, practice with us.
Because passive listening won't change your English, but active speaking will.
That's so true.
Now, let's introduce another powerful idea: indirect emotional expression.
Wait, what does that mean?
It means expressing feelings without directly naming them.
That sounds complicated.
It's actually very natural. For example, instead of saying, I'm nervous, you might say,
My hands are shaking? Ooh, I love that.
or instead of I'm happy, you could say, I can't stop smiling today.
That's so much more natural.
And this is how native speakers often communicate emotions, through experience, not labels.
Wow, I've never thought about it like that.
Let me give you another example. Imagine you're stressed.
Okay,
Instead of saying, I'm stressed, you say, I've had so much on my plate lately, I can barely keep up.
that sounds so real, like something you'd hear in a movie.
Exactly. And that's the goal, to sound natural, not textbook.
Okay, but I have a question.
Go ahead.
What if someone doesn't understand these expressions?
Great question. And here's the truth. Context usually makes it clear. And even if they ask, that becomes part of the conversation.
So it's okay if it's not perfect?
It's more than okay. It's expected.
That's comforting.
Now, here's a quick challenge for you watching. Replace this sentence, I'm angry.
Ooh, okay.
Try something like, that really annoyed me. Or, I'm still upset about what happened.
Oh wow, those sound so much better.
And here's something important. Tone matters just as much as words.
Yeah, like how you say it changes everything.
Exactly. The same sentence can feel calm, emotional, or even sarcastic, depending on your tone.
That's actually kind of tricky.
It is, but it comes with practice. And that's why you should repeat these expressions out loud.
Yes, don't just listen, practice with us.
Because your mouth needs practice, not just your brain.
That's such a good point.
Now, in the next part, we're going to explore something even more powerful.
Wait, there's more?
Oh yes, we're going to talk about how to express complex feelings when you feel more than one emotion at the same time.
Oh wow, that happens a lot actually.
Exactly. And most learners don't know how to express that in English.
Okay, now I'm really curious.
Good. Because once you learn this, your English will reach a completely new level.
I can't wait.
Then stay with us, and let's take this even deeper. Let's talk about something that most English learners completely struggle with. And honestly, even many native speakers find it difficult.
Okay, now I'm really curious. What is it?
Mixed emotions. That confusing moment when you don't feel just one thing, you feel everything at once.
Oh, wow. Yes, that happens to me all the time. Like, when I finish something important, I feel happy, but also kind of empty.
That's a perfect example. And here's the problem. If you only know basic feeling words, you can't express that complexity.
Yeah, I would probably just say, I'm happy.
And that doesn't tell the full story. So today, we're going to fix that. Because real life isn't simple, and your English shouldn't be either.
I like that. Real life isn't simple.
Let me ask you, and everyone watching, Have you ever felt excited about something, but also nervous at the same time?
Oh, yes, like before a big presentation.
Exactly. So instead of choosing one feeling, you can combine them. I'm excited, but at the same time, I'm a little nervous.
That sounds so natural.
And here's a powerful insight. English allows you to layer emotions.
Layer emotions. I love that phrase.
Because human feelings are rarely pure. They're mixed, layered, sometimes even contradictory.
That's so true. Like when you move to a new city, you feel excited, but also scared, and maybe even a little lonely.
That's me perfect example. And instead of simplifying it, you can say, I'm really excited about this new chapter, but honestly, I'm also feeling a bit overwhelmed.
Wow, that sounds so real.
And here's something important. When you express mixed emotions, people connect with you more.
Why is that?
Because it feels authentic. It shows depth. It shows honesty.
So instead of sounding perfect, you sound human.
Exactly.
Okay, wait, can we do another example?
Of course.
Okay, imagine I got a new job.
Go on.
I'm happy.
That's the basic version. Now let's upgrade it.
Okay, maybe I'm really happy about the job, but I'm also a bit nervous because it's a new environment.
That's excellent. You just created emotional balance.
Emotional balance. That sounds powerful.
It is. And here's a quick pattern interrupt. Most learners think fluency means speaking fast.
Yeah, I used to think that.
But real fluency is about expressing complex ideas clearly.
Wow, that changes everything.
Let me give you a short story. Imagine you're saying goodbye to a close friend at the airport.
Oh no, that's emotional already.
You might feel sad because they're leaving, but also happy for their new opportunity.
Yeah, that's exactly how I'd feel.
So instead of saying, I'm sad,
Which sounds too simple.
you say, I'm really going to miss you, but I'm so happy for you at the same time.
Oh wow, that actually feels emotional.
And that's the goal, to make your listener feel something.
Okay, I'm starting to see the difference now.
Good. Now let's go one level deeper.
There's more?
Always. Let's talk about contradictory emotions.
That sounds complicated.
It sounds complicated, but it's actually very common. For example, I don't know whether to laugh or cry.
Oh, I've heard that before.
Exactly. That's a perfect expression when you feel two opposite emotions at once.
That's actually really useful.
Another example, part of me feels relieved, but another part feels guilty.
Wow, that's deep.
And this is where your English becomes powerful, when you can express internal conflict.
Internal conflict. Yeah, that's something we all feel.
Let me ask you something, and I want you watching to think about this too. Have you ever made a decision that felt right, but still didn't feel good?
Oh yes, many times.
That's a perfect moment to use these expressions.
Okay, let me try. I know it was the right decision, but I still feel kind of sad about it.
That's excellent. That's exactly how people speak in real life.
Wow, this actually makes conversations more interesting.
It does, because now you're not just speaking, you're sharing your inner world.
That sounds kind of powerful.
It is, and here's something important. Don't be afraid to pause when expressing feelings,
Why?
because pauses make your speech feel more natural and emotional.
Oh, like giving your words space.
Exactly.
For example,
I don't know. I'm excited, but also a little nervous.
that actually sounds very real.
Because real speech isn't perfect, it's thoughtful.
Okay, but I have a question.
Go ahead.
What if someone feels too many emotions and doesn't know how to explain them?
Great question. And here's a simple strategy. Start with one feeling, then add another.
That sounds manageable.
For example, I feel happy, but also a bit confused.
Oh, that's easy to build step by step.
Exactly. You don't need perfect sentences. You need honest ones.
I like that.
Now, here's a quick challenge for you watching. Try completing the sentence. I feel excited, but...
Ooh, yes. Pause the video if you need to and think about it.
Because this is where your real practice begins.
And don't worry if it's not perfect.
Exactly. Progress matters more than perfection.
Okay, I'm really enjoying this.
Good. Because in the next part, we're going to explore something even more practical.
What is it?
How to talk about your feelings in real conversations with friends, coworkers, and even strangers.
Oh, wow, like actual situations?
Exactly. Because knowing expressions is one thing, but using them naturally is another.
Okay, now I'm excited again.
And maybe a little curious?
Definitely.
Good. Then stay with us, because what's coming next will change the way you speak English every single day. All right, now let's bring everything into real life. Because knowing these expressions is one thing, but actually using them in conversations, that's where most people struggle.
Yes, that's exactly my problem. I understand, but when I speak, I go back to, I'm fine.
And you're not alone. So let's fix that with real situations you face every day.
Okay, I'm ready.
Imagine this. Your friend asks you, hey, how have you been lately?
Oh no, the classic question.
Exactly. And most learners say,
I'm fine.
right. But let's upgrade that. Instead, you could say, I've been doing okay, just a bit busy with work lately.
Oh, that sounds natural and not too emotional.
Exactly. You don't have to share everything, just enough to sound real.
That actually feels comfortable.
Now, let's go deeper. What if you've been stressed? You could say, Honestly, it's been a bit overwhelming recently, but I'm managing.
Wow, that sounds so honest.
And notice this, you're not complaining, you're sharing.
That's a big difference.
Let me ask you, and you watching right now, when someone asks you how you are, do you answer automatically or do you actually think about it?
I usually answer automatically.
Exactly. So here's a quick tip. Pause for 1 second before answering.
Just 1 second?
That's enough to choose a more meaningful response.
I like that. It feels more intentional.
Now, let's try a workplace situation.
Okay.
Your coworker says, "You seem quiet today. Is everything okay?"
Oh, that's a bit personal.
It is. So you have options. If you want to keep it light, you could say, "Yeah, just a bit tired today. Nothing serious."
That feels safe.
But if you want to open up a little more, "I've just got a lot on my mind today, but I'll be fine."
Oh, that sounds honest, but still controlled.
Exactly. You're expressing emotion without oversharing.
That's actually really important.
Now here's a pattern interrupt. You don't always need to explain everything.
Wait, really?
Yes, sometimes less is more. For example, "I'm just not feeling myself today."
Oh, wow. That's a powerful sentence.
And native speakers use it all the time.
I'm definitely going to remember that one.
Good. Now let's switch to something more emotional.
Okay.
Imagine you're talking to a close friend after a difficult day.
All right.
Instead of saying, "I'm sad,"
Which sounds too simple.
you say, "Today was really tough. I feel completely drained."
Oh, that hits differently.
Because now your friend understands the depth of your feeling.
Yeah, it sounds more real.
Let me tell you a quick story. I once had a student who always said, "I'm fine," even when he was clearly stressed.
That sounds familiar.
One day, I asked him to try just one new sentence. "I've been feeling a bit overwhelmed lately."
And what happened?
His friend responded differently, more supportive, more understanding.
Wow, so the way you express your feelings changes how people react.
Exactly. Language shapes connection.
That's powerful.
Now, let's try something interactive.
Yes.
I'll give you a situation, and you try to respond.
Okay, I'm ready.
Situation. You didn't get a job you wanted.
Okay. I'm a bit disappointed, but I guess it's not the end of the world.
That's excellent. Balanced, natural, and realistic.
That actually felt good to say.
Because it reflects real thinking, not just emotion, but perspective.
I see that.
Now, another situation. You're excited about something.
Okay.
Go.
I'm really looking forward to it. I can't stop thinking about it.
Perfect. That's a great natural expression.
This is actually fun.
It is, because you're not memorizing, you're creating.
That's true.
And here's something important for you watching. Don't wait for perfect English to express your feelings.
Yes, just try.
Because real communication is messy, imperfect, and human.
That's actually reassuring.
Now, let's talk about conversations with strangers.
Oh, that's scary.
It can be, but you don't need deep emotional language. Just light expressions.
Like what?
For example, if someone asks how your day is, "It's been a long day, but not too bad."
That sounds casual.
Exactly. Or, "Pretty good so far, can't complain."
Oh, I've heard that before.
Yes, it's very common.
Okay, I feel like I can actually use these.
That's the goal.
But I had a question.
Go ahead.
What if someone asks how I feel and I don't want to answer?
Great question. You can politely avoid it. "I'm all right, just a bit tired, that's all."
Oh, that's a nice way to keep it simple.
Exactly. You stay polite without going deep.
I like that balance.
Now here's a challenge for you watching. Next time someone asks how are you, don't say "I'm fine."
Yes, try something new.
Even something small like, "I've been pretty busy, but in a good way."
That's such a simple upgrade.
And small upgrades create big change over time.
That's true.
Now, in the next part, we're going to take this even further.
How?
We're going to dive into real-life stories, situations where emotions change, evolve, and sometimes surprise you.
Ooh, I love stories.
Because stories help you remember, feel, and use the language naturally.
Okay, now I'm really excited.
Good. And if you're still watching right now, that means you're serious about improving your English.
So don't forget, like, subscribe, and share Talk Easy Daily.
And more importantly, stay with us, because the next part might change how you feel about your English completely. All right, now let's step into something even more powerful. Real-life emotional stories.
I love this part already, because stories just make everything easier to understand.
Exactly. And more importantly, stories help you feel the language, not just learn it.
That's so true.
So imagine this. You wake up in the morning and you already feel something is off.
Oh no, I know that feeling.
Nothing bad has happened yet, but you just feel strange.
Yeah, like something is not right, but you can't explain it.
Exactly. So instead of saying, "I feel bad,"
Which is too vague.
you could say, "I don't know why, but I've been feeling a bit off since this morning."
Oh wow, that's so accurate.
And here's the beauty of that sentence. It invites conversation.
What do you mean?
When you say, "I feel bad," the conversation stops. But when you say, "I've been feeling a bit off," people naturally ask, what's going on?
Oh, so your sentence creates connection.
Exactly.
That's actually really powerful.
Let's go deeper into the story. You go to work, and everything feels heavier than usual.
Ugh, I hate those days.
Tasks feel harder, conversations feel tiring, and by the afternoon, you're exhausted.
Yeah, emotionally exhausted.
So instead of saying, I'm tired,
Which doesn't fully explain it.
you say, I feel completely drained today. I don't even know why.
That sounds so real, like something I felt many times.
And now, imagine you're talking to a friend later that evening.
Okay,
They ask, how was your day?
and this time I don't say fine.
Exactly. You say, honestly, it was one of those days where everything just felt heavier than usual.
Wow, that explains so much without saying too much.
That's the balance. You're expressing emotion clearly, but naturally.
I'm starting to notice something.
What is it?
These expressions don't sound like English learning, they sound like real life.
That's exactly the point. Because your goal isn't to sound like a student, it's to sound like yourself.
I love that.
Now, let's shift to another story. This one is different.
Okay, I'm ready.
Imagine you've been working towards something for a long time.
Like a goal?
Yes, maybe a job, an exam, or even improving your English.
Okay, that feels relatable already.
And finally, you succeed.
Yes, that feeling is amazing.
But here's the twist. You expect it to feel pure happiness, but instead, you feel something else too.
Oh, like what?
Relief, exhaustion, maybe even a little emptiness.
Wow, yes, that actually happens.
So instead of saying, I'm happy,
Which doesn't capture everything.
you say, I'm really happy I did it, but honestly, I feel kind of empty now that it's over.
That's so real. I felt that before but didn't know how to say it.
And that's why this matters, because language gives you the power to understand your own emotions.
That's deep.
Let me ask you, and you watching right now, have you ever achieved something and then thought, what now?
Oh, yes, that feeling is so confusing.
And now you have the words for it.
That's actually amazing.
Now, let's explore another emotional moment, something many people experience.
Okay.
You're talking to someone you care about, and something they say hurts you.
Oh, that's a tough one.
But instead of reacting immediately, you pause.
That's hard.
It is. But then you express your feeling like this. I don't think you meant it this way, but what you said actually hurt me.
Oh, wow, that sounds calm but honest.
Exactly. You're not attacking, you're expressing.
That's such an important skill.
And here's a quick pattern interrupt. Strong communication is not about strong emotions. It's about clear expression.
That's powerful.
Because shouting doesn't make you understood. Clarity does.
I think a lot of people need to hear that.
Now, let's go into a lighter story.
Yes, please.
Imagine you're meeting an old friend after a long time.
That's a happy moment.
You see them, and suddenly, all the memories come back.
Ah,
Instead of just saying, I'm happy to see you,
which feels a bit simple.
you say, it feels so good to see you again. I've missed this.
Oh, that feels warm.
Exactly. That's emotional language that connects.
I love that.
And here's something important. Emotion isn't just about negative feelings.
That's true.
Many learners focus too much on sadness, stress, and frustration, but expressing positive emotions is just as important.
Like excitement, gratitude, joy. Oh, I love this made my day. That's such a nice phrase.
And people remember how you make them feel.
That's true.
So when you express positive emotions clearly, you build stronger relationships.
Wow, this is more than just English.
It always is.
Okay, can I try something?
Go for it.
Situation. I had a really good day with friends.
All right.
I had such a great time today. I didn't want it to end.
That's perfect. Natural, emotional, and expressive.
This is actually changing how I think.
That's the goal.
Not just what I say, but how I feel about speaking.
Exactly. Because confidence doesn't come from perfect grammar. It comes from meaningful expression.
I love that.
Now, in the next part, we're going to go even deeper.
Even deeper?
Yes, we're going to explore advanced emotional expression. How to sound more nuanced, more fluent, and more natural than most learners.
Ooh, that sounds exciting.
It is. And this is where your English starts to feel truly powerful.
I can't wait.
Then stay with us, because what's coming next might completely transform the way you express yourself forever. Now, we're stepping into something that most learners never reach. Advanced emotional expression.
Okay, that sounds a little intimidating.
It might sound that way, but let me simplify it for you. This is where you stop translating feelings and start thinking in English emotions.
Thinking in English emotions? Wow, that sounds like a big step.
It is, and here's the secret. Advanced expression isn't about using difficult words. It's about using subtle language.
Subtle, like small differences?
Exactly. Small changes that create big meaning.
Okay, can you show me an example?
Of course. Let's start with something simple. Imagine you're not completely happy, but you're not unhappy either.
That's a weird feeling.
Exactly. Now, a basic learner might say, I'm okay.
Which doesn't really explain anything.
Right. But a more advanced expression would be,
I guess I can't complain.
Oh, I've heard that. It feels kind of neutral.
Yes, but listen closely. It carries a tone of mild acceptance, maybe even a little hidden dissatisfaction.
Wow, there's more meaning inside it than I thought.
That's what makes it advanced. Not the words, but the layers.
Layers again.
Always layers.
Okay, give me another one.
Imagine you're slightly annoyed, but you don't want to sound too direct.
Oh, yes, that happens a lot.
Instead of saying, I'm annoyed,
Which can sound harsh.
you say, that was a bit frustrating.
Oh, that sounds softer.
Exactly. You're controlling the emotional intensity through language.
That's actually really smart.
Let me ask you, and you watching, have you ever wanted to express your feelings, but you didn't want to sound too strong?
Yes, all the time.
That's where this skill becomes powerful.
Okay, I'm starting to see why this is advanced.
Now let's go deeper into nuance.
Nuance. I hear that word a lot.
It means small differences in meaning. For example, compare these 3 sentences. I'm tired. I'm exhausted. I'm a bit worn out.
Oh, wow. They all feel different.
Exactly. Exhausted is strong. Worn out feels softer, more conversational.
So choosing the right phrase changes the feeling.
Yes, and this is what makes your English sound natural.
Okay, I want to try.
Go ahead.
Instead of I'm nervous, maybe I'm a little on edge.
That's excellent. That's a very natural expression
That actually feels more real.
because it reflects how people actually speak.
This is so interesting.
Now let's introduce something even more powerful, emotional storytelling inside a sentence.
Wait, inside one sentence?
Yes, instead of just naming the feeling, you describe a small experience.
Okay, I'm listening.
Instead of saying, I'm stressed,
Which we've learned is too basic.
you say, I've been juggling so many things lately, I can barely keep up.
Oh, wow, that paints a picture.
Exactly, and when you paint a picture, people understand you instantly.
That's amazing.
Here's another one. Instead of, I'm happy,
Basic again.
you say, I've had this smile on my face all day, I don't even know why.
That's so nice.
And notice it feels alive.
Yeah, it feels like a real moment.
That's the goal.
Okay, but I have a question.
Go ahead.
What if someone doesn't know enough vocabulary to do this?
Great question, and here's the answer. You don't need a lot of vocabulary. You need flexible thinking.
What does that mean?
It means describing what you experience even with simple words.
Oh, like explaining instead of naming.
Exactly. For example, my head feels heavy and I can't focus.
That clearly sounds like stress or tiredness.
Yes, you didn't use a big word, but you communicated clearly.
That's actually very helpful.
Now here's a pattern interrupt. Stop chasing advanced words, start building expressive sentences.
That's a big mindset shift.
And it changes everything.
I can feel that already.
Let's go even deeper. There's something called emotional hesitation.
What's that?
It's when you're not sure how you feel and you show that in your speech.
Oh, like when you say, I don't know.
Exactly. For example, I'm not sure how I feel about it yet.
That sounds very natural.
Or, I don't know, part of me likes it, but part of me doesn't.
Oh, that's exactly how people talk.
Because real emotions are not always clear.
That's so true.
Let me ask you, and everyone watching, do you always know exactly how you feel?
Definitely not.
And now you have the language for that uncertainty.
That's actually very comforting.
Now let's explore something powerful, emotional reflection.
That sounds deep.
It is. It's when you talk about your feelings after thinking about them.
Okay.
For example, looking back, I think I was more stressed than I realized.
Oh, wow. That sounds very thoughtful.
Exactly, and it shows maturity in your language.
I like that.
Another example, at the time I didn't notice it, but now I see why I felt that way.
That's really deep.
And this is where your English becomes not just fluent, but meaningful.
I love that.
Now here's a challenge for you watching. Try to complete this sentence. Looking back, I think I felt...
Yes, pause and think about a real situation.
Because this is how you turn English into your own voice.
That's powerful.
Now, we're almost at the final part.
Already? That went fast.
It did, but before we finish, we're going to bring everything together.
How?
With a full recap and a powerful way to make sure you actually use what you learned today.
Okay, I'm ready.
Then stay with us, because the final part might be the most important one of all.
All right, let's bring everything together, because today wasn't just about learning new words, it was about changing the way you express yourself in English.
Yeah, I actually feel different. Like I can say more than just I'm fine now.
And that's a huge step. So let's recap this in a simple, powerful way that you can actually remember and use.
Yes, please, I need this.
First, we talked about the difference between feeling words and feeling expressions. Right, words are simple, but expressions are real. Exactly. Instead of saying, I'm tired, you can say, I'm running on empty today.
I love that one.
Second, we explored emotional intensity.
Like a bit sad versus completely brokenhearted.
Perfect, because your emotions have levels, and your English should reflect that.
That makes so much sense now.
Third, we talked about mixed emotions.
Oh yes, like feeling happy and nervous at the same time.
Exactly, and using sentences like, I'm excited but also a little nervous.
That one feels very real.
Fourth, we explored real-life conversations.
That was my favorite part.
Because that's where everything becomes practical. Instead of I'm fine, you say, I've been pretty busy lately, but in a good way.
Such a small change, but it sounds so much better.
Fifth, we used stories to express emotions.
Yes, that really helped me feel the language.
Because stories make your English memorable and emotional.
I'll never forget those examples.
And finally, we explored advanced expression.
Nuance, subtlety, and sounding natural.
Exactly. Not complicated, just more thoughtful.
Wow, we actually covered a lot.
We did, but here's the most important question.
Okay.
Will you use it?
Oof, that's the real challenge.
Exactly, because knowledge without action changes nothing.
So what should we do?
Start small. Today, just today, replace I'm fine with something real.
That's it?
That's it. One small change.
Okay, I can do that.
And for you watching, this is your challenge too.
Yes, don't just watch, act.
The next time someone asks, how are you? Pause and choose a better answer.
Even something simple like, I've been feeling a bit tired, but I'm okay.
Perfect.
That already sounds more human.
Exactly. And here's something powerful. When you change how you speak, you change how people respond to you.
That's actually exciting.
It is, because communication is connection.
I feel like this episode wasn't just about English, but about understanding ourselves too.
That's always the deeper goal.
Wow.
Now, before we finish, let me ask you one final question, and I want you watching to really think about this.
Okay.
If you could express your feelings more clearly in English, how would that change your life?
That's a deep question.
Because maybe it would help you build better relationships.
Or feel more confident when speaking.
Or finally feel understood.
That's powerful.
And that's why this matters.
I'm really glad we talked about this today.
Me too.
And if you made it this far, that means you're serious about improving.
So don't stop here.
Yes, practice, speak, and try these expressions in your daily life.
And if this episode helped you, don't forget to like the video.
Subscribe to Talk Easy Daily.
And share it with someone who always says, I'm fine.
They definitely need this.
And one last thing, go to the comments and write one sentence about how you feel right now, using what you learned today.
Yes, I really want to read those.
Because your voice matters.
And your feelings matter too.
We'll see you in the next episode.
Take care and keep talking easy.